So it's been a very interesting journey. The last 4 or 5 years, the best way I can sort of describe it is when we first got into this, and we've been in DCIM for a long time with monitoring and control systems, but 4, 5, 6 years ago, I would say, when we walked into a sales situation and dealt with a customer, worked with a customer, you had the facility people in there, the power people, the mechanical people, and it was very much a discussion focused around power and cooling optimization. Today, on the other hand, the room has gotten a lot bigger, and now you have the IT people in there, specifically those that run the network, that are highly concerned about services and speed of services. And if you are not able to accommodate that entire ecosystem that it takes to bring a new business service online, you don't have a conversation. So the DCIM conversations and the evolution of this field has grown from facility to pretty much the entire data center operation, all the way up to where the business is requesting these services. And that entire ecosystem is introducing a lot of new complexity. You have convergence in IT, and you have it in facility too, but you certainly also have convergence in organizations and roles. We're all being asked to do more with less. Facility or IT, I mean, you're coming together in these new operations roles where the new meeting point is actually not between power and cooling and the server, but power and cooling and IT equipment and the hypervisors. So the entire supply of service has moved up in abstraction, and that's causing new organizations to be formed, new tools to be asked for, and new ways of working together. And I think it's very much coming from the top. It is coming from the top. It's the agenda of driving simplicity and converging our teams. Well, first of all, I think we are coming to a much more realistic state. I sort of buy your hype argument, and I think there's been some hype, but I also think that some might have been a little naive in this, including us as vendors, thinking that we were heading for the stars. So now we're in a much more realistic type situation where we are approaching these opportunities for building smartness into existing data centers in one way, where we are clearly going in, addressing the importance of understanding that this is similar to doing another large-scale IT project. And if you think this is plug-and-play software only, you're making a big mistake. But also having the conversation, if you build a new data center, that the systems and the tools are very different, because a lot of the complexity has gone away by the way we design and build and architect new systems. So the future is going to be systems that have very little hands-on type activity, and what I mean by that is, think about your phone or any other appliance in your home. You don't have an interface, right? You don't log in on your computer and turn dials. It just works, right? And it accommodates the situation that it's in. So the future of DCIM is very much running almost like the firmware of your data center. It's scaling cooling and power up and down to meet the right supplies. It's offering advice and recommendations and key KPIs. And it's aligning the IT service management that works at almost where the clock speed is like minutes or days, that it's aligning with the underlying physical infrastructure so that can get more into the notion of days a week instead of quarters and years.